The iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. Are they big enough upgrades for you to buy one? Or should you wait for an iPhone 10? The question answered next on Milton 1T. The iPhone 8 is finally here, and it is a modest upgrade. The phone is already focused on refining what is already good about the phone. With that said, there are not a lot of new features, but there are some. The first thing you'll notice about the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus is the all-glass back. The phone is noticeably higher end than the iPhone 7, and the glass isn't just Gorilla Glass 5, it is a special blend of materials that Apple worked with Corning to develop, to make sure the phone was extra scratch resistant. I have personally not had any issues with the phone, but some have reported that they have already scratched the iPhone, so maybe it just depends on how hard you are on phones. And the all-glass back is not just for show. It helps enable a long-awaited feature of the iPhone, which is wireless charging based on the Qi standard. Basically, the charger worked as advertised. I tested charging with Mofi's wireless charging base, and like most wireless bases, you had to have the phone aligned just right in order for the charging to work. I did not have as many issues as some of my colleagues who just wanted to place the phone anywhere on the wireless charger and for it to just work. So you do have to be strategic about it, but it's not horrible. As for the time it takes for the wireless charger to work on the iPhone, you are looking at about 15% charge every 30 minutes. My advice, if it's during the day, plug in the phone if you need to have the phone charged quickly. If you sit at your desk during the day, and the phone really doesn't move, or at night when the phone will be sitting there while you're sleeping, the wireless charger will be an awesome option. So no more searching behind your bed for the cord. As for the camera, photo quality has improved. Apple states they are looking for more realism compared to Samsung, which gives you that pop and color from their picture quality. The big new feature is something called portrait lighting on the iPhone 8 Plus, which lets you get professional lighting features through software. Now, keep in mind, it is not going to be perfect as being in a studio. There are 3 modes for the user to have: Studio, Contour, and then the most famous one called Stage. Inside the iPhone 8 Plus, you will have the A11 Bionic chip. Why is it called Bionic? Well, Apple was losing a branding battle naming chips with names like A7 and A8. So they started adding names to the chips. The naming schema started last year with A10 Fusion, and they noticed people liked the names, so now you have A11 Bionic. All marketing aside, the A11 is very fast. The all-new chip now has a performance controller that manages 6 active cores, 2 high-performance cores, and 4 high-efficiency cores. In our benchmark test, the A11 chip is faster than the A10 chip, and believe it or not, it is even more powerful than the MacBook Pros. But really, it's what you do with all that power that matters the most. And to be honest with you, you do not notice a huge speed boost in the new chip. Apps still open and perform about the same. Apple is coming known for making chips that are well beyond their time, basically future-proofing their phones. This strategy works well for both them and for you. For Apple, this means they can continue selling their phones for years to come, even older models. And for you, you get a phone that will last for many years to come, versus a 1-year and done model that many companies go by. Where you do get a good sense of the power of the A11 is when you're using AR apps. And for AR, although there's a lot of gaming that can utilize it, I honestly see it being used for more utilitarian purposes. Companies like IKEA, Pottery Barn, Lowe's, and Home Depot could really utilize AR to allow for companies to see and visualize large products being purchased into their homes. I know for me, although I do not make large home purchases every day, I think it would be great to know what a bookshelf, a couch, or a fridge would look like before I brought it into my house. Also, keep in mind, in our test, the battery does run out more quickly when using AR, so that may be something you may want to keep note of. As for other cool iPhone features, well, that's going to be in the software, and that's one great thing about getting a new phone, is using the new OS on it. iOS 11 is like iPhone 8. It's a continual refining of the operating system. One noticeable and welcomed feature is the control center that puts iPhone controls in front of you in a more efficient way. Siri also gets a new voice, although she is still not as intelligent as you would like. So the question is, who is the iPhone for? The iPhone 8 is for the person who has iPhone 6 or earlier, and does not want to drop $1,000 plus tax on an iPhone. The iPhone 8 is also for the person that does not care about tech. They just want proven reliability. Keep in mind, there is a lot of new stuff on the iPhone X, so the iPhone 8 may be a safer option. Finally, the iPhone 8 is for the person that just wants an updated phone. They do not need an edge-to-edge display. As for me, I'm waiting on an iPhone X. I would like an OLED display. That's it for now. I'm Milton. Thank you for listening.